What's happening? What's happening? Welcome back to Sundays. How y'all feeling on this Sunday? Welcome back on Sundays. I told y'all we was gonna be doing. Let me pin this comment real quick. I don't know why I don't be done have this pinned already. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. What's happening? What's happening? Draco. Draco in the building. What's up with you, Draco? Here to learn and share in the building. Stacks in the building. Kareem in the building. Lalita in the building. Big B in the building. Tap Skim in the building. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Christopher, is this my son, Christopher? Every time I see that Christopher with that little y'all see his thing with that Mike Wazowski, I be like, this got to be my son. In here with the Mike Wazowski. What's happening? Run up them likes. I appreciate you. Hey man, let's get right into it, y'all. I feel like talking to y'all today. I don't feel like getting right into it. What's up, um, Lamar? What's up, Law? Uh, what's up, Carl? What's up, Michelle? You been pulling up. You been pulling up, Michelle. Ever since you got tapped into the Spider game, you been pulling up. Hey, look here, man. Y'all done did it. Y'all done did it. Y'all done. We taking it. I'm gonna tell y'all. We taking it for a test drive. Y'all know we taking it for a test drive. Hold on, before I do this right there. What's up, Brittany? Um, oh man, you trying to learn? Oh man, you in the wrong place to learn, man. Cause I ain't no teacher. I'm just a dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, man, that just share his experience on Al Gore's internet. And speaking of, if for anybody who tapping in on the replay or anybody that's tapping in for the first time and don't know who I am, my name Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every day at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and I just talk about the price tags, talk about what I saw happen overnight, so talk about what I saw happen today, talk about what I want to happen, want to see happen, and I just go through the price action and share it with all of my cousins, aka the Spider Gang. And the reason why I do this is because when I started learning this from buying courses or buying stuff for free, it wasn't nobody out there that was like holding my hand. After I took the class, after I learned it, ain't nobody showed me how to do it day to day. You know what I'm saying? Have nobody to hold my hand and walk me through it. So that's why I started Tim's Tidbits, just to share my knowledge with people who wanted to get the information for the free 99. And now that I done shared just about everything that I know, if I learn something new, I come back and I share it. But I done shared everything that I know, and now I just get on Al Gore's internet and show you how a trader, show you how a full-time trader does it. Just showing it from my perspective, man. And I do it for the free 99. Look at here to learn and share. Talk about some you are a teacher. I do it for the free 99. And only thing I ask y'all to do, man, is just click the like button. I think the like button like right over here somewhere. If it ain't on that side, it's over here on this side. Click the like button, share it with a cousin that you like, share it with a cousin that you don't like, because we want everybody to get this free information. Speaking of free information, y'all done wore me down. Y'all done wore me down. We fun take it for a test drive. What, Tim? What we taking for a test drive? I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers. If you go to, oh yeah, if y'all want to support me monetarily, man, go to thenewtlr.com and buy some merch. You can get some merch. You can get you a fancy shirt like this that say, I'm not a bull or a bear, I'm a beast. You can get the staple, the I got options, I buy them, I sell them. You can get trade what you see. You get discipline over dollars. We got them for the men. We got them for the women. We got sweatshirts. We got phone cases. Shop with your boy if you want to shop with me. Now, what we finna take for the test drive? Let's go to Instagram. If you go to Instagram.com/the new TLR, right? Shout out Stock Baby. Look, Stock Baby. What this Stock Baby got up there? Oh, Stock Baby with the flex. Showing the calls. Stock Baby with the flex on them. Flex on them. If you go to Instagram.com/the new TLR. It'll take you to my page. And I don't want to go to my stories. I want to go to my page. It'll take you to my page. And if you get to my page, you'll see a link tree link right there. If you click on that link tree link, it'll open this up. Y'all done woe me down. We finna take it for a test drive, right? And the reason why I say if we take it for a test drive, right? Because if you click on this first one right here that says schedule a one-on-one, it'll take you to this little pagey right here. It'll take you right there, right? Take you right there. We're taking it for a test drive. Limited test drive. If don't nobody schedule it, if people start scheduling it and they get on my nerve, y'all know I'm getting old, y'all know my nerves bad, then we go shut it down. We go take it for a test drive. It's very limited. It's very limited. These the only days that I got out there. And it ain't nothing but 2 a day. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but 2 a day. And these the only days I got out there. So if don't nobody schedule nothing, or if people start scheduling and they see what they say right here, I'm gonna read it to you. My one-on-ones are for those who want an honest discussion based around the mindset, discipline, and strategies that are required for traders and or investors. If you are looking for any of the following, do not schedule a one-on-one with me. If you're looking for financial advice, if you're looking for how to walk away from your job, if you're looking for a mentor, if you're looking for the secret sauce, if you're looking for the perfect trade setup, or if you want to know about ICT strategies, get off my life. Hey, y'all know my nerves bad. We taking it. See, you see the calendar don't go no more. It don't go no more. That's it. That's it. We just got to set this the trial run. This gonna be the make or break for everybody. So, hey, people been asking, people been saying they want to do it. Hey, people, hey, I don't like getting on the thing in front of people and all of that. This the test run. That's all I got to say about that. The link in the bio. Speaking of link in the bio, anybody that pulled up to Discipline Over Dollars, this is where you come download the slides. You come in here, that's the slides for part 1, that's the slides for part 2, and that's the sample portfolio that I gave out at Discipline Over Dollars. These are the links that I be talking about when I be talking about the link in the bio. For the kids, Discipline Over Dollars. This the slides for part 1 and part 2. It's just dated because it's a weekly thing. 6:30, 7/7. Those the slides for the kids portfolio. Shop merch. Tim's Tidbit slides. If you go back and look through all the old Tim's Tidbit videos, if you see anything where I was using slides, that's where all the slides are, going from the beginning. This the original 7 that I did with my friends and family. Right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? I think, yeah. Them the original. Yeah, those the original 7 right there. And then, why does that say 9/26? That date ain't right. This may be the original 6 right here. Right there, the original 6 that I did. Oh yeah, because it was the original 6, and I think we did 7. 7 was a Q&A. So this the original 6 down here, all the way up through when I stopped using slides and stopped doing the actual Tim's Tidbits on Sundays, like that right there. So that's where you go to get all of that stuff right there. Them the Tim's Tidbit slide. That's the merch shop. That's the kids Discipline Over Dollar, the summer series that we doing. That's the Discipline Over Dollars I've been doing at the library, the first 2. If you want a link to see those, just hit me up in my DM. I'll send you a link so you can watch it if you want to share it with your friends and family. And then the one-on-ones. Now that we got all of that out the way, right? Let's get into it, man. What's going on for the week? Let me holler at my folk. What my folk talking about? What you gave in? Yes, I did. I gave in. We run the test drive. We test driving it right now. That's what we doing. 2-week test drive. What's up? Appreciate that. What's the link? The link in the bio. Call all the links in the bio. Appreciate that, Draco. Big Draco in the building. My nerves bad. Yes, they are. What I missed? G Press. G Press. That's my first time seeing that name. Welcome, G Press. In that picture right there, you look like buddy. What his name is? Desi. Is his name Desi, the comedian dude that be doing the when they be like when they be like, golly, what is that? Now y'all know I got to go find it now cause it's gonna drive me crazy. Uh, is his name Desi? What is it? The comedian. Was that him there? I am Desi Banks. Yeah. On that thing, that's what he looked like. See, he looked like on the picture. Y'all can't see his picture, but that's what he looked like right there on that picture. Is that Desi Banks that pulled up on the sneak tip on us? What's happening? What's happening? Earnings. Yeah, earnings season starting up. Earnings season start. I think the banks start. Let's look at Econo Day real quick. I think the banks start up this week. Let's look at Econo Day real quick, see what's on the economic calendar so we can get our mind together. If anybody's still pulling up on IG, go to YouTube. Huh? Oh, you ain't got it? You said it locked you out? Oh, log you out. Y'all hold on. I got to get my sweetie back into StreamYard. Um, yeah, y'all hold on 1 second. All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Had a little technical difficulties. Uh, yeah, there we go. Econo Day. Okay, I am gonna hold you, right? I always tell y'all to, what I'm saying, pay attention to everything on the Econo Day calendar, right? Everything, no matter what the color is, no matter if it's red or green, pay attention to it. Cause it makes a difference in what the market gonna do. It may not be a market mover, may not make the market get all volatile and sporadic, right? But pay attention to everything. But I ain't gonna hold you. This week, the only thing I'm waiting for is CPI on Wednesday and PPI on Thursday. That's the only thing, or retail sales. The reason why, excuse me, I usually don't be caring about retail sales for real, but the only reason why I'm 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 concerned about, not concerned, but the reason why I want to see retail sales this time is because we're in, what I'm saying, we in the inflationary period. You know what I'm saying? And the way our economy is, like the retail sales is like a big part of our GDP. You know what I'm saying? The retail sales is a big part of our GDP. So that's the reason why I want to see what's going on with retail sales. But the main thing that I'm waiting on is CPI on Wednesday and PPI on Thursday, right? And for any cousin that's pulling up that don't understand what I use Econo Day for, it's another site you can use called Forex Factory, right? If you go to forexfactory.com, it give you the I got mine filtered out. Just it look weird. Now something happened. I must have hit a filter. Oh, I got it showing everything, right? You can come in and I usually keep mine filtered out and hit none and just put US. Shout out to cousin. I can't remember the cousin who it was who showed me that. But then you can go through and look at everything. Let me put a whole week on here through Friday. Boom. Now, see, I got it set for the whole week, and I got it to only show me the U.S. stuff, right? Or you can pick all, you can filter it and look at everybody, you know what I'm saying? And it'll show you everybody stuff that's coming up that week. And then you just go in, you can look at the important stuff that's going on for the week on the economic calendar. And I just like to use Econo Day because I like how it look, you know what I'm saying? But Forex Factory, they color their folders a little different on some of the stuff because this is basically all about like currency type stuff. And so some of the stuff that Econo Day will have like as a green light, Forex Factory might have it as like an orange or a red folder. And you know what I'm saying? The market might react to it depending on if it's affecting the dollar, if the people going risk on, risk off, if the dollar going up, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The mark they may be saying the market going risk off, and so they may be coming out of the like the SPY and the whatever, and then moving over into bonds, or moving over into like more safer stuff. Coming out of the big boys like tech and consumer discretionary and moving over into more safer stuff. You know what I'm saying? If the dollar going down, they might be going risk on and moving into tech and stuff like that. But so all that stuff get affected by this, the economic calendar. And the way you use it is when you come to the site, whatever event you want to look at, it'll say consensus up under it. You click on it, and then it'll go there, and on Forex Factory, you go to something. Let's go to the same thing right here, say CPI. Then you just come to the folder on Forex Factory and open up details. And then it show you, you know what I'm saying, what's going on with it on Forex Factory, like that right there, why investors care and all of that stuff there. But the reason why I like to look at it on here is because on here, it gives you like the layout of like what they expecting. Like right now, you know what I'm saying, break it down. Y'all, I just leave that for a second so you can pause the video, pause. Or you can just go ahead and read through it, tell you like the outlook, the consensus outlook, what they want to see. Then they give you like the definition. And on here you click why investors care, and it show you the same thing, just like over here say why traders care right there on Forex Factory. But that's where I like to go to get my economic data, and it show like why investors care. And then once that event happens, instead of saying consensus, it'll say report, and you just click on. You know what I'm saying? You just click on the same thing and it show you what the actual numbers were. That's for any cousins that's pulling up that don't know how to use Forex Factory or don't know how to use Econo Day. And I just like share. Sharing is caring. What's up, Todd? What's up, Kareem? What's up, Dominique? Let's look at Spylene. Spylene, where you at, baby? Here I go. There go Spylene. What's up, baby? Spylene. Let's see where we at, man. Let's go up. Let's pop all the way up. Let's go all the way up to a monthly. We're going to, since it's the beginning of the week, we're going to go all the way up to a monthly. A monthly. Let me get this volume out of the way. Well, since I turned them on, let's look at them. Boom. Got close to the 50 period moving average on the monthly. All right. Since I turned them on, let's just look at them. On the weekly, we bounced off of the 200 period on the weekly. We bounced off the 200 period on the weekly back on the week of June 13th. So that was, what was that? June 13th, that was a month ago. We bounced off the 200 weekly a month ago. Since I turned them on, I'm just looking at it. We just reclaimed the 20 period. We just reclaimed the 20 period. Well, we reclaimed it on the 7th and confirmed that reclaim on the 8th. And for anybody who don't know what I mean when I say we reclaimed it and we confirmed that reclaim on the 6th, we got rejected off of the 20 period on the daily when we tried to break through it. We broke through it and quickly got rejected, right? And then this for everybody who like to trade EMAs. I just put the EMAs on there just to confirm stuff. I don't use them to trade. So then on the 7th, when we bust through, right, we reclaimed it. Boom, we burst through with like conviction and closed well above it. We closed, what's that? Let's see how far above it we closed. Like, let me see if I can get it on here. Turn my lock off. I'm gonna put it like right on the 200. The 200 on that day was 385.52, and then we closed almost a percent above. We closed almost a percent above the 20 period moving average on the 7th, and then on Friday the 8th we came back down, tested the 20 period, came back down, tested it, and then quickly bounced up off of it and closed close to the same place that we closed at on Thursday, right? And then we also made a new daily high on that Friday on the SPY, right? So since I had the moving averages on, I just went on ahead and looked at those since I turned them on accidentally. And I just went on ahead and looked at them monthly. Where we at from a monthly standpoint? If this too slow for y'all, this how I do it. So y'all know what I'm about to say. If this too slow for you, you know what I'm about to say. All right, so looking at where we at, right? Where we at? We came up, boom, January, February, January made new all-time highs. Start selling off. Came down, kissed this monthly fair value gap right here. This is the monthly fair value gap that I was really hoping we would go ahead and take care of. You know what I'm saying? I want to come down here, boom, get slapped through it, then go back up, boom. So that would take out that fair value gap. But we came down to it and we kissed that booger. We said, we came down, we said, that's all we did. We just, we came down and kissed it, and then we came back up, we wicked back up off of it, and then we opened up the next month slightly down. It was a slight gap down. If you look, they not right in line. If you look, it was a slight gap down. Then we came down, did a little gap work, and started pushing back up. Right. So the first how many days was that? 8 days. First week. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first 6 trading days of the month. Right. For the first 6 trading days of the month, we have come up 3%. We have come up 3%. That ain't as far as we went, but based off where we closed that last month to where we at now, we're up 3%. Right? So we're up 3% so far for the first 6 days. My thesis was we gonna be bullish for at least the first 2 weeks. But let's start working down to see if we're gonna stick with that. Cause where we are now on the monthly, right? Where we are now on the monthly, we are showing some pretty bullish tendencies right now, right? We showing, and the reason why I say that is because we went down just a little, did a little gap work there, and we came up and we went past this low right here and just totally disrespected it. Didn't give that low any attention. We just pushed, slapped past it. No, it wasn't no kind of resistance or anything on the monthly level. It just ran over that low right there. And y'all already know I be watching prior highs and lows as potential targets, as potential resistance, as potential support. You know what I'm saying? Them lows and highs, that's something I learned from ICT. I be watching the lows and highs on all time frames, monthly, weekly, day, especially daily. If I'm doing day trades, I be looking at them prior day lows and highs for real. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how close we trade into it. If I'm gonna look for it for liquidity, for resistance, for anything, I'm watching those lows and highs. Dropping down to the weekly, ain't much change on the monthly because we just starting this month off. Right, dropping down to the weekly. This is where all the action has been happening. This is where we at. We are trying to inch our way out of the middle of the road. Y'all know I've been talking about this middle of the road for some time now. And for the cousins that's pulling up that don't know what I'm talking about, if we look at this week's high and this week's low, I'm gonna put a little box around these right here, right? I'm gonna put a little box around those that high and that low, right? No, I don't do supply and demand, so don't y'all supply and demand traders get happy. I don't do that. So boom, that week's low and that week's high, right? I put the box around those right there. I probably should have turned my snap on. Boom. Right. I probably should have turned my snap on. So boom. That was the middle of the road for me. Well, Tim, why was that the middle of the road for you? I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers. That was the middle of the road for me because we came up this weekly candles. We came down, 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 down. Stop right there, and then we went up, right? We fell down, but we went up. We went back up for a little bit, had a little rally, right? And then we fell off a cliff. We fell out a window. We was on a balcony at the W Hotel in Atlanta, and we fell out the window. Blow, right there. Made a weekly breaking structure right here, right? That's the why I said that low right there, right? Once we came down here, y'all know what we did to that fair value gap. What we do? Y'all say it with me now. Yep, we kissed that fair value gap, and then we came back up, right? We came back up. We made a breaking structure on the weekly side to the upside, right there. That's why I was calling this the middle of the road. We was right there where the Bears had a breaking structure to the downside, and the Bulls had a breaking structure to the upside. So we was right here in the middle, because once you know you break structure, right? Boom, break structure. Then you come back and retrace back to that to keep selling down, right? Once you break structure to the upside, you come back down to that to retest it to keep selling up. So guess where we at? Right now, right while we was here, we was in the middle of the road. In the middle of the road. Right now, the Bulls have the opportunity to say, get out my way, boy, and make a new high right here, confirming that they got more strength in this area. When the Bears came down and they came to retest right here, they came up, they filled this gap down, right? They shout out ICT with the video he just put out. He just took my gap trade into a whole nother level, right? Cause I was in the mind frame of everybody else that once you come back to that gap right there, that gap was serviced, right? He just dropped the gem the other day on his video. I can't remember. I think he dropped it Friday, but I was watching it yesterday, and we came back to this gap down, right? That was, he said, that's just repricing. You see what I'm saying? Because it's no price. Everybody know that it's no price there. That's a full gap. He said that's just repricing. So this right here is not balanced until we come back down through it. Now that's balanced. We repriced and then we balanced it because it was nothing going on in there. So we gapped down, repriced, then balanced it. That was a gem. Blew my mind. You know, I had to go back to the charts and start looking at all the different gaps. Right? So boom. But when the Bears came back and when they went back down, they were not able to make a new low. They failed to cut through this low right here, right? Gap way down the next week. Gap down mammoth, but still could not make a new low. It came close to making a new low there, but still could not make a new low. And now the Bulls are very close to making a new high and solidifying this right here. I'm going to the wrong one. Solidifying this right here as the low, and then this down here, that'll be a higher low, a higher high on the weekly, right? We can make a higher high on the weekly, and then it's like a daily. It's the daily new low on inside there somewhere. I get to that in a minute. I think it's over here somewhere. But I get to that daily in a minute. But that's why I was saying we in the middle of the road right here on the weekly. If the Bulls can push this up and get a closure above 393.16, that's letting the Bears know the Bulls are here to play ball. They are here to play ball. All they need is a closure, a weekly closure above 393.16. And the Bulls have shown we here to play ball. Because again, the Bears, when they came back and retest this breaking structure, they were not able to make a new low when they start coming down. And the Bulls pushed them up heavy, heavy, and got a closure right here above this low. They got a closure above this low, and then when they gap down Mammoth, they was able to get another closure above this low, showing that they mean business. Showing that they mean business. Now, all they need to do is some follow through. If they can get some follow through this week, the Bulls are showing that they here and they mean business, right? Because, and the reason why I say that, because the volume real low, but it's summertime, so in summertime the volume gonna be lower, but the volume pretty low. But if the Bulls can get some follow through, then they showing that they here to mean business. Let's drop down to the daily. Let's drop down to the daily. Let's drop, and here go the low I was talking about right here. If we can get a daily close, if we can get a daily high above that 393.16, that will make this. That was confirmed. This low right here, that will confirm that low right there as a higher low. If we can just get above it, that'll confirm that as a higher low, and so that'll show more bullishness. And then if we get a closure above this right here, that'll show, hey, we mean business. We here to play. Now keep in mind, we have been going up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a slight down day. This is a slight down day. So we went up 5 days in a row. This was a slight down day, but it was green. So let's see. Let's see if we can keep this bullish momentum. Cause that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive days of higher closures and making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 consecutive days of higher highs. We got 5 consecutive days of higher closures. And then on the 6th day, it was a lower closure, but we made a higher high that day. So let's see if we can continue this bullish momentum and get up here and break through this high of 393.16, confirming this to be a higher low than this right here, right? Confirming it. Well, that'll be 2 higher lows, to be honest with you. That'll be 2 of that. You will have 1, 2 higher lows if we can get above this right here. So that'll be 2 higher lows if we get above that, and then that'll get above the opportunity. If we can get above this right here, that'll get above the opportunity to let it slide all the way back down. What's that? 370.18. They can slide. If they get a break above 393.16, right? The Bulls can let it slide all the way back down to 370.20. Because it's 370.18 is a low. They can let it slide all the way back down to 370.20 and then fight back and still have the confirmed higher low, right? Because it's a daily swing low there. It's a daily swing low there. So that's 2 higher lows right there, but they haven't been confirmed because we haven't made a new higher high yet on the daily. So if we make that higher high above 393.16, the Bulls can let it slide all the way back down to 370. What I said that was 370.20 and still have a confirmed higher low before, so they can take a break and then let it run off. They can take a break and come below these equal lows right here on the daily and then take back off. That's just what I'm seeing, just looking at things. But my target for next week, my upside target for next week for the SPY is feeling this fair value gap right here. Feeling this fair value gap right here. The top of the gap is resting at 401.48. So 401 401.50. I like to use round numbers. 401.50. That's my that's what I want to see, right? This gap down. If I said fair value gap, I'm sorry. I want to feel this gap down to the upside. So I want to get here, feel this, right? Retrace back down to the breaking structure. You know what I'm saying? Retrace back down to the breaking structure and then push up and see if we can feel this fair value gap right here. Because if we get into the gap down, that'll put us inside this fair value gap right here. Because if for anybody who don't see that, any cousins that looking at me like, Tim, what in the world are you talking about with this fair value gap and that fair value gap? Let me make this. I changed the wrong thing color. I leave that black. Okay, then I go to the fill. Yeah, make it like that so y'all can see the other one. Raise this right here. Boom. So if you look right here, we got, let me put my snap back on for this. So if you look here, right, 3 candle pattern. 1, 2, 3. Candle 1 and candle 3 don't share price, right? There's no price shared between candle 1 and candle 3. That yields a fair value gap right there on the daily thing. 2 candle pattern where they don't share, where the price don't overlap, right? 2 candle pattern where the price don't overlap. That's a full gap. So we got a full gap right here. If we get up here into this full gap, that puts us inside this fair value gap. So what I want to see us come up, get into this full gap, get a breaking structure, pull back to the breaking structure, right? Let me draw this out. For anybody that's just as slow as me, because I'm doing a whole lot of talking. So I want to come up into the breaking structure, into the gap down. Boom. Get into the gap down, right? Then I want to come back to the breaking structure, right? Come back to the breaking structure, right? Now let's go to this high right here. Let's even just go to the open of that candle right there. That red candle over there. Boom, that's fine. All right. To the breaking structure. And then come back up to that fair value gap right there. What's next Friday? The 15th. Let me get it in line with my dates. Get it in line with my dates. I just want it in the week. It ain't got to be the exact day or whatever. I just want it in the week. Boom. That's my upside. That's my upside goal. Right there. Right? That's my upside goal because I want the I was saying I'm bullish for the first 2 weeks of what's name. So that's what Lil Timmy Rogers want for the SPY. That's my upside goal because I think the first 2 weeks gonna be bullish. And so here it is. But now I always got to think about the opposite side. Looking at where we are now, right? Looking at how we've traded, right? Right now, I think Spalene got eyes for that high right there, right? That's kind of skinny. Y'all can't see that. I think Spalene got eyes for that high right there, right? And the reason why I say I think she got eyes for that high right there is because how it was trading. We came down, right? We came down. We went, let me get the middle of the road out the way. I don't need the middle of the road no more. We came down. We came into this fair value gap right here, right? We came into this fair value gap right here. Mark it out. Book up. There you go. So we came into that fair value gap right there, right? Got one closure above the fair value gap, right? Gap down, went into it a little bit, and came down here to keep from getting another fair value gap in between these days right here. Kiss them, came back down to these highs. That's why I be telling, I be looking at them previous days highs and lows. Came back down to this days highs right here, then pushed back up, made a new daily high, and got another closure above the fair value gap. Got another closure above the fair value gap. It was another little piece of information that I was looking at before. It was one of them other gaps that I done deleted it now. I done deleted it now. But if you look at this full gap down right here, right? You look at this full gap down right here, based off, you know, the stuff that I just seen on ICT yesterday. The one I was like, he just put some mean game out there, right? If you look at this gap down right here, right? This full gap down right there. It's like, boom, we went up through it, then we came back down through it. You see what I'm saying? And then now it's been balanced. And now we coming back up and pushing through it again. We stop right at the top of it, right? Boom, stop right at the top of it. So it's at that gap price acting as like resistance right now. Boom, we gap way down, right? Push down a little bit, got a little bit more juice, came, poked through it, right? Poked through it, made a new high, and then we start pushing back down. So tomorrow, what I'll be watching for tomorrow is if we can get a clean closure above, above this gap and even take out that high, right? Because the path of least resistance for liquidity right now on the daily level is this high, right? All the other liquidity on the daily level is below this low. So the path of least resistance is right there. That's why I say that's what it looked like the spot is gunning for liquidity wise, this high. Once we take out this high, right? If the bulls start losing footing, right? If the bulls start losing footing, once we take out that high, arrow, right? So once we take out the high, we come up, boop, boom, take out the high. Let's just say we kissed our fair value gap, just anything above that high. Take out the high, kiss that fair value gap. If the bulls lose their footing, right there, to the bottom, right to the bottom of that gap down, right? That's where I'm looking for it to come to if the bulls lose their footing. And the reason why I'm looking for it to come to the bottom of that gap down is because if you zoom in here, there is a teeny tiny daily fair value gap sitting right there. Right there is a teeny tiny daily fair value gap sitting right there. All right. So if we come up here, we make this high, and the bulls lose their footing, and it end up being a bearish week, I'm looking for it to come down to at least that daily fair value gap right there. The bottom of the gap is at 381.98. So looking at around 382, right? That's it right there. That's I ain't looking for that to play out, but that's what I'm seeing right now. Now, mind you, now if them CPI numbers are trash, if the CPI numbers trash, oh, all bets off. I'm talking about coming down here and busting through this right here. Come here, run this liquidity to the top side, and then come run below. If the CPI numbers trash, run to the top side and come here and run below 372.56, right? Because remember what I said, we can get all the way down to 370.20 and still have a confirmed higher high if we break this. If once we go up and get this liquidity uphill above this 393.16, we can slide all the way back down to 370.20 and still have a confirmed higher low. I keep saying higher high. Still have a confirmed higher low, and the bulls still be in control as far as taking it to the upside. Even though we'll still be in just a range, we'll still be in the middle of the road. The bulls, because remember, the middle of the road was right here, right there, from here to there, we'll still be right in the middle of the road, but the Bulls will be done stamp their name in the game um, on that right there. Before we look at the ES, let me check out some of these questions because I've been running my mouth a long time. What up, 100? Hey, Tim, I have a question on how you set your stop loss for your options. How do you determine the amount and enter it on your platform? Microscopic, you must be new here. Hey, microscopic. The way I do my stop loss for my options, I won't risk no more than 2% of my overall portfolio on any one trade. So if 2% of my overall, just say I got a portfolio of $100, I'm making easy math. I'm doing easy math on myself. I got a portfolio. Let's just go to the calculator. Let's say I got a portfolio and it's like my overall portfolio is $100. I'm gonna say $1,000 since I got my calculator. $1,000 times 0.02. That means I can only lose $20 on any one trade, right? I can only lose $20 on it. That don't mean I can only invest $20. I can only lose $20 on any one trade, right? So let's just say if I want to take 2 trades that day, right? Or if I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to take 2 trades that day. That means I can only lose $10 per trade, right? So then I got to think about how many contracts I'm going to be buying, right? So when I buy my contracts, let's just say the contract costs this said costs $1 for the contract that I'm buying. So I got to put up $100, right? My stop loss going to be at $80. If I'm taking one trade, my stop loss gonna be at $90 if I'm taking 2 trades. So if I get stopped out of the first one, boom, I lost $10. So then I lost 1%. I can go back into another trade. Boom, I lost $10 again. I'm out. I ain't trading no more. That's it. I'm done. And the way I enter it on my platform is when I go in, I put the order in, buy 1 contract for $1, right? Stop loss is gonna be, profit target gonna be $3, right? Stop loss gonna be 80 cents. That's how I put it in on my platform, right? Cause I'm and then let me see if I wanna. That's 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. $3 going for risking. No, let me see. I'm risking 20 times 3. 20 times 3. Okay, 60. So order $1, how much I want. My profit target will be 160, right? And then my stop loss will be 80. That's a 3-1. So I'm risking 20 cents. I'm risking $20 to make $60. So that's how I put it in on my platform. Hopefully I ain't confuse you like I confused myself. His 2%. Man, Larry, get off my live, Larry. How do you expect next week's release? Oh, Quasi. Y'all know what I'm about to do for Quasi. Quasi, you must be new here. Hold on, Quasi. Where's that? Y'all already put it in the chat if you know what I'm about to give Quasi. Y'all know what Quasi want? You must be new here. Where's that? What Quasi want? Y'all who put it in the chat? Who put it in the chat? Quasi. Here you go, Quasi. Here you go, Quasi. You must be new here. Ooh, oh, crystal ball. What will the CPI numbers be next week? We ain't got no crystal ball, Quasi. We ain't got no crystal ball, man. We don't know. We just, for stuff like CPI, PPI, all that stuff, we just sit back and wait. We sit back and we wait to see what the what it's gonna give us. We ain't got no crystal ball on that. We look at the price action and we see where the market trying to get to, and then when we coming up to high news events like CPI and PPI, we just hold our horses and wait for those numbers to come out, because those numbers will make the market do some erratic things. They may use it to push it up to our target, and they may use it to push it down away from our target or down to our downside target. We just wait for the CPI numbers to come out. I ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? All those just jokes. Those just jokes, but I don't have no expectations for CPI. You know what I'm saying? I just wait on, you know what I'm saying? I just wait on it to play out. I just wait on it to play. I don't like trying to guess what CPI gonna do is gambling. I ain't gambling. I'm trading and investing. Thank you for the explanation, Tim. Excellent breakdown. You welcome. That's what little Timmy told me that Big Timmy has. Hey, shout out Larry, man. Shout out Larry. That's what rich people do. Rich people sit back and just in the peanut gallery. Risk management, aka risk to reward, stop loss, could be price point or lower low of the candle. Just depends on your yeah. It depends on your risk. Like if you if just say yeah. I know like Stack say, like I gave it to you on the price point, but let's just say you don't want to set a particular price point, right? You can just set it to, like, you can set your stop to get you out. If you look on, most platforms, you can look at the candles. You can look at the candles on the premium chart, just like you can look at them on the actual chart, the actual instrument chart. And then instead of saying, okay, I want to risk 2% and I'm gonna do this, you can go in and you put in, let's just say we looking at let's say these numbers right here, the premium chart. It's not the actual chart we looking at, right? Let's just say this the premium chart we looking at. Like Stacks was saying, it can be like a lower low or something like that. You can just say we buy the contracts at let's say we pay 388, right? That way it say 388, right? We buy them at 388. We buy it at 388, and then down here, up under this low right here, this low is 372.56. And you say, okay, I want to set my stop just below that low right there. So that low is 372.56, and just say, let's just say 372 for easy math. Then you'll be like, okay, my stop gonna be 371. 371. You see what I'm saying? 371. That's using a lower low. That's an old low as your target, and then as your stop loss, and then you can say, okay, my target is above this high up here, which is, what is that, 417. Then you be like, okay, my target is 417. That's the way, like how Stack's saying you can do it. You can do it based off of like what the candles are, because on a lot of platforms you can look at the actual candles on the premium, and the candles on the premium have the premium prices, not the asset prices, and you can set it based off the lows and the highs. But I don't like to do it like that because I got a set amount of risk that I'm willing to take. Still crack me up that NASDAQ is spelled wrong on the crystal ball. Hey man, get off my live. I ain't never said I was a English major. That's a nice calendar right there. What calendar you talking about, Larry? You talking about the economic calendar? What calendar you talking about? Hey man, I done been on here 53 minutes, so I ain't even gonna try to open Ninja Trade up. That's what I want to see on the SPY in the morning after we see how the market trade tonight in the morning. Then I'll go over what I want to see with the SPY tomorrow. As customary, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Like I always. Yeah, the economic calendar. I figured that's what you was talking about. I'm put you saying it's a nice calendar right there because it's a whole lot of stuff that can tank the market. Get off my live, Larry. The link is in the chat. If anybody want to pull up and ask something, if anybody want to pull up and share something, if anybody saw anything on the SPY that I might have missed, pull up and share it. We're a family. I don't know everything. Spelling like folks say it. I don't know everything. We family here. If I said something that, if you see something on there you want to share, pull up, click on it and pull up. This is an open forum. This I forum. Tim said I ain't got spell check when I can count. You feel me? And I ain't changing the graphic. You feel me? You feel me now, BD? I was good at math. I wasn't good at English. I was good at math in school. My math just don't be mathing now. I done got old. uh, Let me see. Anybody got anything? Let me see anybody. Everybody put the crystal ball in the chat. Everybody had the crystal. Y'all already know what it is. I don't think I missed nothing. I think I got everything. I think I caught everything. I appreciate everybody that pulled up, man. I don't see nobody trying to tap in. Um, like I say, y'all pull up. We running a test. We test driving. We test driving the 1-on-ones. I got it's a 2-week test drive. Not starting this week. Starting like not starting this coming week. Starting the week after that. It's a 2-week test drive. If don't nobody book, or if people start booking and getting on my nerve, asking the stuff that I said don't. Speaking of asking the stuff, that doggone Lex started this yesterday. I put up a box. I said, what y'all want to know, ask me anything. And I was going to answer it on today's live. And that doggone Lex going to start off talking about what ICT video should I watch. And ever since then, everybody coming in with the foolishness. So I deleted the story. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. What a candle is. If they ask me what a candle is, I'll be like, it's Google it. Just Google it. Hey, I appreciate y'all. I see y'all at 9 o'clock in the morning, man. I'm about to go in here and chill out, hang out with my sweetie. She finally woke up from her nap. She been working all day and all night, and she came home and passed out. So I'm finna go hang out with my sweetie. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Enjoy your family. Um and then in the morning, see you at 9 o'clock, and we're gonna do the overnight price action. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Gone.